What's going on, guys? My name's Max. I'm a bloke of average fitness trying to get to above average fitness. Today's a bit of a different one because I've travelled near enough 2 hours. This will be the first time that I've ever ridden in Richmond Park. Just waiting for Max to get here now, and then we will head over to the Clubhouse. Again, a place that I've seen all over Instagram and stuff like that, so it'll be cool to actually see what it's like. But yeah, I'll check in when we get there. Okay, so as I said before, ventured outside of Oxfordshire for the first time, outside of that part of the country, come to Putney, to the Clubhouse, which you can see behind me, to go on a ride with Assos around Richmond Park. So this is the first time I've ever been to Richmond Park. It's the first time I've ever been to the Clubhouse. This place is so cool. It's like a little bike shop turned coffee shop. And from what I've been told, it's a bit of a hub for cycling. So people come here, grab a coffee, go do laps of Richmond Park, and then meet back here for another coffee. Yeah, so this is the first group ride I've ever done, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I've been invited down by the man Max to really teach me the ropes and show me what group rides are all about.
They're about pastries.
About pastries. Got given a sticker, free coffee and free pastry. So to be honest, you would have sold me on that instantly. You didn't tell me that it would be free coffee and free pastry. I would have come just for that. So yeah, we're gonna down this coffee and then head over to Richmond Park and see what all the fuss is all about. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me. We've made it to Richmond Park, and so far it's been a pretty easy ride so far. Nice little roads through London to get from the Clubhouse to here, and now it's just really nice smooth tarmac, no cars. I think there's a group of about 28 of us, split into two, and yeah, just cruising at the moment. Pretty chilled social pace, nothing too crazy. Nice way to start Sunday morning. This is a normal Sunday for you, no?
So there's always tons of events, and you can find them. It's interestingly, they're not as easy to find as you think. You kind of use social media as a tool to kind of find little pockets of cycle communities. But safe bet, the Clubhouse in Putney, follow them on Instagram, follow the clothing brands, they love hosting rides. But yeah, every weekend you're going to find a ride.
2 hours on a Sunday morning, wasn't that bad, whack some music on. Might have to make this a regular thing. Just did a bit of a stint up one of the hills in Richmond Park. Over-egged that big time. Thought I was at the top, wasn't at the top. Legs are cooked now, lungs are gone. Overall review of Richmond Park though. Everything that I thought it would be. Really quiet in terms of road traffic. Handful of cars maybe. And it's just full of cyclists, which means you feel quite comfortable. Especially as someone that's not used to riding in big groups of people. I'm pleasantly surprised at how comfortable it's actually been. Also sharing a ride with like-minded people or the people that are just up for doing some chilled laps on a Sunday morning has actually been really, really nice. It's crazy because you forget that you're not too far from central London. Pretty much is central London. Well, for me, this is central London.
Little Christmas present from the cycling gods.
So we just pulled over on the side of the road because Max has somehow managed to get a puncture on one of the smoothest roads I've ever seen. So the good news is, with tubeless tyres, in theory, it just seals itself.
Which it has done, to be clear. It has sealed itself. It's just sealed everything else on my bike at the same time.
I don't think I've ever seen someone clean their bike with a set of leaves. But Pat, what did you say? So the sealant will stain the frame?
Yeah, so sealant's really corrosive. So if you end up getting a tubeless puncture and it sprays your frame, which is what it will normally do, just make sure you clean it off very quickly because it's so corrosive it will end up staining the carbon.
Okay. Well, the wheels that I've got on my bike are currently set up tubeless, and it's making me a little bit nervous now, so I might have to be a little bit more vigilant than I have been because I have kind of just been heads down. Let's go. But look at it, look, well, to be fair, you've picked a pretty scenic place to stop. See, the amount of cyclists out here today is absolutely nuts. my heart rate strap has run out of battery, so I'm disconnected. So I can't tell you what my heart rate is, but what I can tell you is it is high. That hill, I'm still recovering from it. So there was a ride yesterday with Map and Sturko, but I didn't come to that one. It said to be a bit more of a smash ride, so I thought I'll sit that one out. I've come to this one. Yeah, it said social pace, and to be fair, it is pretty much that. Around 25k an hour is what we've been sat at, which has been a pretty nice leisurely pace for a Sunday morning. I was expecting it to be a little bit faster, just because, you know, London, Richmond Park. It's been nice and chill, which is actually quite nice to see, especially after driving for a couple of hours to get here. So we just pulled over for a quick cafe stop to see if we can wait out Max's tyre. We need to kind of wait for it to seal itself before we carry on, because I spent some time cleaning his bike. We've literally ridden like 100 metres and it's already just covered again. So we're going to see if we can wait it out. You can see here the tyre. Alright, we've stopped for coffee, back out on the road. We think that the tyre has managed to plug itself, which is fantastic news. Max's bike, although looking a little bit war-torn, is seeming okay.
Working perfectly. It just looks like a Jackson Pollock painting.
It's a one-of-one piece. And it's quite refreshing to see a dirty bike amidst the elite, perfectly clean bikes of Richmond Park.
Wait, mine was perfectly clean and lovely until then.
I thought that Richmond Park was going to be a nice, flat loop. Turns out it's so much more hilly than I thought it was going to be. That hill has absolutely battered me. My legs are cooked, but we split off from the Assos guys, obviously after Max's puncture, doing a bit of a quick ascend, approaching 41k. Pretty happy with that on a Sunday morning. And yeah, massive shout out to Max for bringing me along and for inviting me down. I'm sure everyone here knows of Max, but if you haven't, for What Life on YouTube, I'll drop a link in the description. Thank you for the invite. One question that was in my head when I came here was, is Richmond Park overhyped?
It's not overhyped because it's the best place in London to come cycling. But unfortunately, in the summer, you can escape Richmond Park. In the winter, it's a great place to come. In the summer, overhyped. Winter, no, perfect.
To be fair, I'd have to agree. I think this has been one of the calmer, less stressful rides I've had this winter so far.
And that's with a puncture as well.
Yeah, to be fair, it hasn't exactly been free of turbulence, but
had a puncture, stop for a coffee, get back on the road, carry on. It's been lovely.
40k with 2 coffees. That's pretty good. And we're probably going to
pay for either of them.
Yeah. That's a good day in my books. Okay, finished at Richmond Park. Now back to the clubhouse for probably yet another coffee. Let's get there. I feel like a proper London cyclist. Oh, the clubhouse is looking very busy. All right, had a little brownie, got my blood sugar back up. Nice 50k on a Sunday morning. It's been a really good ride out in London. Definitely going to try and do this again. I think it's really good riding out with other people in a group ride, especially in Richmond Park where it's nice and quiet, nice and chill. Yeah, just a really good day. Another one in the books. Time to head back.
We need the stats. We have done 50k. We did 1 hour 57 minutes of riding, but it took us about 4 hours to do that.
4 hours, 2 coffees, too many pastries. I will put a link to the Strava down in the description if you want to go and check that out, if that is a bit of you. But yeah, another Sunday well done. Yes, I am going to be doing the Festi 500. It's probably going to be on the turbo, but I will try and get some videos out of me rolling around the streets. Might even come back to Richmond Park to get a few sessions in. Thank you very much for watching. If for some reason you've managed to find me but haven't managed to find the What Life on YouTube, I'll put a link in the description so you can have a look at that. Thank you very much to Max for inviting me out, and I will see you next week in the next video. Thank you.